In this video today, I want to go over a favorite pack of mine. This backpack right here is made by SPEC OPS. It's called The Pack, and it's been around for quite a while. Back in 2004, I think I bought it. It was one of the very first military type tactical backpacks that came out with MOLLE gear. For those that don't know, around 1997, the military developed MOLLE, but it really didn't get implemented until after the global war on terror started. And that was after 2001, September 11th. After that, by 2002, the military and others started implementing MOLLE, and SPEC OPS out of Texas started making it. Two guys, I guess, who worked for Camelback ended up setting up the SPEC OPS brand in Texas, and almost all their stuff, as far as I know, all their stuff is made here in the USA, and that's something I think they can be proud of. This pack right here is 2,250 cubic inches. It puts it into 37 liter category for backpacks and stuff like that. So it kind of competes with the 511 Rush backpack that they have, and it's also up there with the Mystery Ranch 2-day assault pack. So we'll go inside and talk about this a little more, but this is a backpack that I carried from 2004 up till today, almost everywhere I go, whether it's traveling or whether it's flying. Riding in a Humvee, this pack right here was with me all the way. So we'll go inside and go over it a little bit further. All right, so let's go over what, in my opinion, is an excellent backpack. It's the SPEC OPS The Pack. The THE stands for Tactical Holds Everything. It's one of the early backpacks to come out with a MOLLE system on it and everything. And in 2004, I got this. So it's about 19 years old. It's one of the best backpacks I've ever had. We can go over this, I guess, starting at the top. You get a carry handle. The carry handle's reinforced. There's little MOLLE loops built into the carry handle. There's also opening on the side if you want to run a Camelback or something like that. Each side has a slot you can open. People also would run antennas through here if they carried a radio or something in their backpack with them. But it's in that class of the 2-day assault pack type style, the 37 liter class, which is 2,250 cubic inches. On the back of it, you have padded shoulder straps, and the padding on it's nice and firm, holds up pretty well. You also have the MOLLE as you run down, or not MOLLE, but straps as you run down that you can attach stuff to. There is a sternum strap that you can adjust. It was up here, but as I got bigger, I had to move it down a little bit lower. You have D-ring clips on here that you can run a drinking tube through if you need to, or you can attach other items, but it's very secure. The stitching on it's excellent. Little pull straps. You have quick disconnect, so if you need to pop it off your shoulder or anything like that, you can disconnect it with the buckles to take it off of your shoulders. Sternum strap is adjustable, or you can remove it if you want to. Going down lower, I took it off of this one, but there is a waist strap that you can attach onto here. On my other one I'll show you, I ended up removing it. Going over to the front side, you have your main compartment zipper. It's the YKK zippers. Haven't had any issues with this over the years and years I've used it on different deployments and stuff. Inside is lined with yellow. A lot of the SPEC OPS stuff does that. It allows you in low light or dark conditions to be able to see stuff better in here. There's a back pouch right here. I used to put maps and documents and stuff in here. Inside of it, there is foam padding. This foam padding here seems similar to what's on the shoulder pads, but this whole pad can be removed if you want to. They also sell a hard back plate that you can put in here if you want to stiffen it up, but this foam pad that's in here has worked fine for me over the years. You can put a laptop in here and other stuff. I used to put my laptop towards the back of here, stuff a poncho liner in, and when I'd fly and deploy and go places, I'd bring my laptop with me before laptop carrying cases became real popular. There's another zippered compartment in here that's mesh lined. You can put smaller items and stuff in here that you want to carry. The brand logo is on the inside here. Back about 19 years ago when these came out, the military was real big on having sterile stuff. You didn't want anything on the outside. So that was a smart move by Spec Ops to do it here. It's 100% made in the USA, as most of their equipment is. You have another zipper compartment here that's a little bit larger. I used to put Walkman and other things in there, but it's a good option if you want to have quick access to stuff without having to go into the main compartment and everything. There's also another set of MOLLE straps to go across the top here where you can attach different things. There's 2 MOLLE straps on each side over here that you can fix something to if you want. And then this bottom compartment's a bit bigger. Usually I'd put a shaving kit stuff and some other stuff in here. It'll zip up, and then you end up with more MOLLE going down the part of the front here. On the sides, you have 2 rows of MOLLE on each side. Each side's identical. And then you end up with 3 to 4 rows of MOLLE on here. They're kind of tight on the sides, but you can strap more MOLLE stuff into here. And then even on the bottom, there's 3 rows of MOLLE straps here. If you want to end up attaching stuff or running straps through here to put a bedroll or something down below it if you need to, you can put it here. But overall, this is the backpack that's been my favorite over the years. Like I said, it's 19 years old and holding strong. I liked it so much I got a second one. I want to say I bought this one here for probably under $100 back in 2004. And now when I've seen them listed, they're as high as about $250 for their retail price. Brigade Quartermaster did end up having them listed for $200. So if this is a backpack you're looking at or you want to replace one with, you can do that. I have washed it a few times. Some of the threads have come loose. Usually I just take a lighter and end up burning them down a bit. But like I said, it's held up pretty well. Let me bring over the other backpack I have. Black just like this, but I'll show you the attachments and stuff I do with it. All right, this is the main one I use when I travel and go places. Attached a bunch of equipment to the sides of it, some pouches on the front. In here I keep Oakley eyeglass case. I usually like to travel with sunglasses and everything. Inside here is a Global War on Terror edition that Oakley did in gray with the GWAT badge on it and everything. So kind of neat little thing there, but keep that in the side pouch. Always have some sunglasses just in case something comes up. Also have interchangeable lenses in them. One thing I like about the Oakleys, you can pop out the lenses on some of them and swap them out, whether it's tinted ones or replacement ones if they get scratched up doing something. Helicon Tech's little first aid pouch I carry has a whole bunch of little medical things and Israeli bandage and stuff like that, extra gloves. But just in case anything comes up, it's good to have some first aid stuff with you, and I always travel with the first aid stuff. On the top here, I have a Gerber multi-tool. Obviously, multi-tools can come in handy from time to time. On the other side, I keep a pocket knife. This right here is a Kershaw based on the Emerson series, but it's a nice, cheap, handy knife I have. Going across to the other side over here, regular M16 pouches here. These are the 9mm style double pouch that holds those. In here I'll keep a silky saw and some extra cordage. This is a paracord used for tying stuff up, and then this right here is a smaller silky saw, good for processing wood, branches, and stuff like that. But it fits in here pretty good, and it's something that's handy to have with you. You never know when you have to strap something down in the bed of a truck or tie up some shelter or something like that. And then further down here, have a Mora Garberg knife. It has a MOLLE sheath set up for it. Came from the factory with it, and basically just goes right in. It's a full tang knife. It's able to strike a ferro rod and do other stuff with it. Then on the front, I also have the magazine pouches, and a lot of times I put extra accessories and stuff like that in here. When I was in Iraq during my 2004-2005 OIF tours. I had tan pouches, put them all around here, and carried a ton of magazines because we thought we were going to have a huge firefights and stuff, and we really didn't end up using too much of that for firefights and stuff like that. It was more just a bag to carry stuff with us everywhere we went. I also keep a old Blackhawk flashlight in here. It's one of the older incandescent type bulbs, not one of the fancy LED ones. I usually keep the back tail cap unscrewed so I know it's not going to turn on accidentally or anything. But overall, this is a excellent pack. At one time, when I first joined the military at Fort Ord, we had Eagle Industries. They were kind of the standard that we'd use. They had a 2-day assault pack type thing with the angled pockets and stuff like that. They were real popular in the late 80s, early 90s. Eventually, those kind of wore through and kind of went away, became outdated. Also have a bottle opener thing that I attached to here. But overall, this pack has stayed as modern as it could be for being able to attach stuff and carry stuff. It looks kind of like any other pack out there. It's in the similar line with the 511 Rush 24 type backpack and everything. And it's nice because if you're flying and stuff like that, as long as you don't overload your stuff, I've never had an issue with this fitting into any of the airline seats or underneath my seat and everything. You can fill this thing up huge if you need to. If you end up going somewhere and you're walking around and buying stuff during the day, you can put tons of stuff in here. The straps on the side here that tension it are really handy because you can kind of cinch it down and make it a lot smaller if you need to. And if you want to open it up and expand it, it'll actually expand pretty good. But this is just an overall view of what has become my favorite backpack. Back in 2004, they were under $100. Today's market, they list for $250. Are they worth $250 today? That's a call you have to make. I am glad that I bought two of them because, like I said, these are probably going to last me the rest of my life. I mean, they're that durable. There's only a few other packs out there that I feel are durable enough to hold up to everything. And like I said, they don't get outdated or anything like that. They're a little heavier than maybe a lightweight pack or something like that. But I've never had issues with the weight of it carrying it. I put, like I said, tons of ammo magazines and stuff in here to where it probably weighed well over 50 pounds and it's held up just fine. Normally, if I'm going somewhere, this will be the bag that's in my vehicle. If I'm driving around locally, if I do fly, I'll take some of these items out or I'll swap out for that other pack that I have if I'm going overseas or somewhere where I don't want to risk anything getting me in trouble or anything like that. This has set off alarms at some of the airports for explosives and stuff when I got back from Iraq because we had a lot of gunpowder and C4 and stuff like that that were in and out of these packs when we were working. But like I said, if you want to get yourself a decent backpack, I highly recommend the 511 The Pack. Hope you enjoyed this video. Cav Cop out.